What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and go ahead and like the video before we get started. I really appreciate you guys doing that for me. It definitely helps the channel, so thank you for that. We're going to be going ahead and jumping into the fact that all of you guys that are watching this video right now, I'm going to let you guys understand the reasoning behind why I chose to get Jimmy Graham. Now, long story short, I got mossed into another world. Pretty much I was right there, bro. Like, it was really, really bad. I think I might have saved the clip, so definitely follow me on Twitter at GmiasWorld. It may be one of those clips that I'm probably able to upload for you guys to see it. I'm not sure. Maybe I was in just it was a live stream, so if you can't see it, if I don't tweet it out, you can always go back to my most recent stream on November 29th. 2018, twitch.tv/GmiasWorld. The past broadcasts are up for a limited time, so definitely check it out if you can. And you will see me get mossed into oblivion. And it gave me a semi. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, let's stop acting like, it didn't turn me on a little bit to just get mossed out of this world. But anyway, Shannon Sharpe is still the starter, okay? He has truck specialists, he has stiff arm specialists, he has all that stuff. He's pretty much the speedster tight end. He and Franco Harris pretty much handle most of the getting the ball upfield situation. But now I'm going to explain to you exactly why Jimmy Graham is just an outright terror. Okay, in the red zone, we have a lot of issues. It's not just me. A lot of us have issues when we get inside the red zone putting points on the board. We usually have to settle for field goals. Okay, the reasoning for that is because people come out, they run the wildest defense you will ever see in your life, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. And you guys know I'm telling the truth, right? So what do we do now? Because of the most recent tuning update mixed with the patch of the last patch, which fixed the patch of the other patch with the patch, now you can just aggressive catch anyone. It doesn't really matter what's going on. All you really have to do is high point pass the ball, which is simply holding the L1 button, and you just bullet pass it to the icon of the receiver. It's very, very simple. You know what I'm saying? So nothing too hard about it. You're going to want to make sure that you're doing this, though. Now, because he's 86 speed, because he's chemmed up, you probably could keep him and just sub him in as a starter to high point pass all the way up the field if you wanted to do that. But again, I use the faster guys to get up the field, and then from there, I proceed to do what I need to do in the red zone. So now, Randy Moss, I don't know if I showed you guys, but you probably already saw it. Randy Moss has been demoted to the third string, right? You can see him over here in the middle. He's another guy that I put in certain spots when it's time to do stuff in the red zone because, listen, T.Y. Hilton and Tyreek Hill, they're speedsters. They're going to get the ball down the field for you. If you run screenplays, if you run streaks, whatever, they're going to get the ball down the field. You need somebody to finish, so you need the big body guys to come out and handle that. So Randy Moss and Jimmy Graham are going to be those two guys to handle the business, all right? So look, pretty much I'm going to give you guys an idea of what's going on with it and why you should start to practice it. Now, I don't think I have any more, I don't have any more solo battle games left, so pretty much I just run through those. I don't do that to get a lot of points or do top 100 because I can't really keep up with the psychos that do all those weird things, so I just avoid it. So what I'm going to do right now is I know we have to actually come back and win in one of these challenges. Okay, so we're down 21-20, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this for just whatever, just like an example of what you guys should be looking forward to do. Now remember, with the most recent tuning update as of November, aggressive catching is back 3 times fold. All right, it's really, really bad. You are going to get mossed. And in some cases, your guy is just going to stand there and like become invisible right before your eyes. And that's okay. That's not what this is about. Like, as far as the game being one of the most ridiculous things you'll ever set your eyes on, that's not what any of this is about. What it's about is we have to find ways to be able to counteract the patch of the last patch of the counteract of that patch of the backward tuning patch. We have to be able to do that. And in order to do that, we have to take advantage of what is actively going on. So now we have gotten rid of Hunter Henry because the run block doesn't even, like, bro, it's just his run block being less than, being less than Hunter Henry's is not going to matter too much because he's not going to be out there run blocking in most cases. I'm going to probably put a fullback there or somebody else in his position to run block if it comes down to that. Now, we are all the way down here, so what I like to do is just come out, just throw a streak. It's arcade mode. Tyreek Hill is a 99 speed. Randy Moss is a goon. T.Y. Hizzle, we could also streak him. The computer shouldn't be trying to do anything weird. It looks like it's man-to-man coverage, so Tyreek Hill's going to run right by him. And then we're going to drop down over here someplace, right? And then what we're going to do is I'm going to recommend that you do it from any shotgun formation, because what happens now is people are turbo blitzing and coming right in under center, so that may cause issues for you. There are many different ways to do this. You can either streak the player, you can put him on a comeback, you can do whatever you want to do. In route. For these purposes right here, we're just going to streak them and see how the CPU, we're going to just run PA pat seams, and let's see how the CPU reacts to it. All right, that's all we're going to do. And we're just going to simply press L1 and then just bullet pass it. That's all we're going to do. All right, so we're going to throw it up high. All right, right there, you see how the computer went away from it? Typically what happens with that, usually they don't just do that. All right, that's not something that they usually do. So it's not something that I would recommend. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time doing the streak, maybe sometimes you do a comeback. You got to switch it up. You got to see what your opponent is willing to give you, and you got to take that. Whatever they're giving you, that's what you need to take. Don't get crazy with it, because if you do get crazy with it, it can hurt you. And that's not what my purpose is. I don't want to make it so that it affects you negatively. Like right here, we're going to do a comeback, right? And then we're just going to simply high point it when he turns around. And what happens is, you see how that happened in arcade mode? That exact situation is how I got mossed in competitive mode. All right, so those are just some things that you're going to want to understand. The taller the person is, EA is not going to allow, the shorter players to react. You're going to need 6'2", 6'3", and above to be able to jump with Jimmy Graham, because he's 6'7". So that's pretty much what's been going on with that. I don't want you guys to feel that you have to absolutely have Jimmy Graham, but I want you guys to know the benefit of having Jimmy Graham, because what happens is, once I get mossed and I realize that it's the way of what EA is trying to do, I have to now make you guys know that. You see what I'm saying? So that you guys don't go out there and, it happens to you as well. That to me, that doesn't seem fair. So I don't want to let that happen. So that's why, we got him. We got him, bro. Like, you got to cut that out, bro. Like, what you trying to do? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? That's what I'm talking about with turbo blitzing, man. It's really wild, because guys are running around doing it. And you're going to probably be in a situation where you need to figure out ways to get some pressure fast. Okay. Okay. Good job. I thought he was going to let the ball just bounce in his face for a little bit. Maybe he's into that kind of thing, because he's just doing anything he wants. So now that they have 2 timeouts left, we're just going to try some different things that you could probably do as far as, using your tight end in open space or whatever. So Jimmy Graham on the outside like that. Okay, let's try a fade route from way back here. The fade route is also very glitchy, because what happens is you have to wait for the right time to throw it. Like right there, he should be able to go. Okay, he didn't jump, and he's 6'7". Cam Newton put it up too high. You have to be able to tell after he does the stutter step when it's time to throw the ball. Now, it looks like they're pressing, so this might be a little difficult, but he is also on the other side of the field as well. See, he's not jumping for some reason, and I don't know. I think he has to be closer. That's why. I think that's why that's going on. All right, so let's flip it over there, and let's do it from this side and see what happens. Because I don't know why he's throwing the ball like that, but it is Cam Newton, so it's to be expected. Okay, so right there, depending on if it's competitive mode or not, that may vary. All right, so just because I just caught it right there, that doesn't mean that that's going to happen exactly in competitive mode, but I can almost assure you that you will get mossed. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. You're going to definitely get mossed, but it may not be along those lines. You see like how that's happening? That's what was going on in actual competitive games. It was really, it's like they have the sliders turned up to a ridiculous amount. And I don't know what the hell is going on, but that's what's happening. So I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to keep doing it. And remember, it's arcade mode, and they've actually tuned this. Bro, why did I just throw it to him? Bro, I just did something ridiculous. I didn't mean to throw it to him. I must have got the button confused, because I lined it up, and I saw Jimmy getting double-teamed over there. That's another thing. He also gets double-teamed, so it leaves an opening for, like, Moss and Hill and stuff like that in certain formations. So, guys, look out for that as well. You see, like, look, just watch it. You see things like that. Sometimes they'll drop it in competitive mode, but it's not necessarily true that they are going to do that. I just want to point that out so that everybody understands what's going on. It's not necessarily true. I will say that again. It is not necessarily true that he's going to drop that in competitive mode, because they have competitive mode set up right now. You see how big he looks? They have it set so that the height factor is really, really important. So when he goes up for it, it doesn't matter that it's so many people on him. That doesn't matter. EA Sports believes that even if we watch a real NFL game and we'll see a guy, he's getting challenged by so many guys, that they won't let him catch it, EA Sports is still allowing him to catch the ball right here. So that's what's going on. You see what I'm saying? And because it's high pointed, it is kind of realistic that Jimmy Graham should be able to get up that high. But again, when it's double teams and everybody's all over them, they usually don't come down with it. But that's not the case anymore. Okay, so I just want to make sure you understand. High pointing the ball with Jimmy Graham is probably the biggest glitch that's going to be going forward until the year is out. Unless they release a Harold Carmichael, he's going to probably be a guy that you're going to see a lot more of when you play online modes like head-to-head and weekend league. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys and girls understood that. How do you counteract it? What I've learned is you're going to have to pray. Get on your knees, bro. Make sure they're bleeding. And just pray. Because obviously there is no real way to stop it. You can do whatever you want, guys. Like, seriously, whatever you guys feel that, may help you with it, that you think works, feel free to do that. But in all honesty, I don't think it really matters. Resistance is futile. You know what I'm saying? That's from EA Sports, though. Like, resistance is absolutely futile. He's going to do things that are really going to be wild to you. And I experienced it firsthand. So I just wanted to make sure that my experiences were shared so that you guys understand it's not just you that's getting mossed. Everybody is getting mossed since this tuning update. And the funny part is, they were supposed to be turning it down. That's the joke. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, that's what's really funny about this entire thing. They were supposed to be actually turning it down. And they've actually turned it up. And that's not unusual, but I've been giving them credit because as the year has been going on, they haven't really been breaking the game along the same ways that they've done it in the past, but now it looks like they're going right back to where they were before with the stuff that's going on in the game. Because truth be told, they could have just left the game alone and let people deal with what was going on, and it still wouldn't have been this bad. But that's not the case right now. Things are going on, and bro, what is everybody doing? I don't even know what these guys are doing. It's just like a lot of weird stuff going on. Like, my players are just acting like absolute imbeciles, and I don't understand it. It's just weird. It's a weird situation, man. But what is he doing? Okay, good. Fumble it. Yeah, recover it too. It's 4th down. Whatever. Go for it now. Go for it. There you go. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's what you're supposed to be doing. It don't matter. Bro, it shouldn't matter. Go ahead. Do what you got to do, man. Go ahead. Do it. Do it, man. Go ahead. Scream at it. Yeah, there you go. Oh. What? Bro, what the? It doesn't really matter, guys. So that's what you should know right now. 6'7" Terra, 86 speed. You guys should go ahead and grab one if that's something that you're looking to do. Help you out in the red zone. Let me know if this has been helpful to you and how you're going to be building a team in the future. And get back at me. Twitter at GmiasWorld. Like me on Facebook at GmiasWorld. Instagram at GmiasWorld. And I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.